Well, hey there, this is Jerry, and I'm bringing you another episode of What's Broke today. The first half of this is fairly simple. I'll say, you can see he hadn't owned this trailer probably a week when someone, hit him and bent this light. Used to be bent clear back here. Well, now he's had the trailer a few years. He's having trouble with the light, and he thought the light was bad, so I guess he took it out and threw it away. But I don't think it was the light was a problem. What I'm guessing is they had from the factory, when they sell these things, they put the damn Scotch locks on and here, and which really don't get the job done. And there's a bare wire, so we're gonna do some cutting and fixing and get this where it needs to be. Get the camera set up there, and hopefully I can work and not hit the camera. But I'm gonna start out because the green wire is hooked to the red wire is hooked to the white, and I'm cutting and leaving enough wire here so I can go back later and see the colors. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and cut the black wire and clip it there, and do clip that. And then see, if we pop the Scotch lock open and we actually open it up, it gets all this dirt in here, and between the dirt and moisture, these wires lose connection and will a lot of times be corroded. So I just always do away with them. I hate using them, so I just don't. Okay. And of course I went and got a 2 new lights so they'd match. Now I'm going to start out with putting butt connectors on all of these and getting them ready. And so basically all I'm doing is stripping them back about 1/2 inch or so, twisting them. Now I'm going to fold them over, because even a red butt connector is awfully big for this size of wire. And of course I'll get out 3 of these butt connectors, and then I always cut a little bit because there's so much that shrink wrap stuff. I always cut a little bit off because it looks a lot neater to me if I just clip a little bit of that off. I can take my crimpers and I got the dog up on the trailer guarding me just in case a cat might come to see me. So I'll get all of those on there, and then I can take my deals and strip these back. I'll probably go to the front of the trailer just to verify, but yeah, because see, I got a green one and a brown one. And brown is always tail. Green should be right turn and brake. And I'm assuming they hooked the red up to ground. So let me walk up front and check that, then I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm back. So I went up front, of course. Our black I know is our tail on the light socket, and I know this is tail coming off there, so I'll take brown and black and twist them together. Like so. And then I cut off, there's a little bit of excess I don't need. Trim it off. Okay. Since I'm doing tail, and I'll put this black wire and I think I'll unplug this side light because give me a little bit more wire to work with. There we go. Because unfortunately I'm left-handed and this is a right side or right-handed job. Okay, so I get those twisted together good. And I get this ready, and dog. I love my dog, but he can be a pain in the behind. Okay, I get both of those up in there and crimp. And then, of course, red is ground and the white wire is ground, so I'll go ahead and alright, and then we're going to do the red wire next. If I get a good snip, I got a nice clean end. It's a lot easier to put that on, and then yeah, the red wire is the ground, so of course red will go to white. All right, and then last but not least, I don't need all that green, but that's a heavy enough wire. I know I can't fold it over, so I'll just trim a little more off. Okay. Then once we get all of them connected, then I can get out my lighter. Well, that's why, because of I don't want these to get, or I want to reduce the amount of moisture you can get in them. It's why I buy these shrink wrap sealing butt connectors. Even though where I run in a double wire, I don't know if they always seal good, but I try. Okay, there's one. Now see this red wire, I know it's going to seal good because it's just red in and green out. or it's green in and red out. And we'll get the last one. Okay, and then I think I'll just push that light out. It's easier to plug in the wire like that. Well, that isn't even labeled what's what. So I'll probably test this before I put it in its hole. And then this one, take and put the red booty over it and get it stuffed up in the hole, which this hole isn't in great shape. It's bent, but we just do the best we can with what we got to work with. And then we'll take and stuff all those wires in the hole. That's snapped in where I think it'll stay, because like I say, if this thing being bent, nothing fits like it should. But there we go, we got that. Now let me get set up so we can test lights. And then of course I came over to the other side, and for some reason I thought I'd already redone this side, but I apparently didn't, because here's a whole ton of Scotch locks that I'm just gonna, while I'm here, I might as well fix it before it becomes a problem. See, and here's where it gets could get real bad, is because they took the Scotch lock and basically just opened up the harness and Scotch locked it on the outside. So, and I think this time I'm going to take these little wires and put them in with the other little wires. It'll be easier to put it in the butt connector. Okay, we'll take the white wires, twist them together. Okay, and then black wires. It's definitely easier twisting the small wires together versus the bigger wires that are on the trailer harness. Okay, so I know, well, red is our ground, yellow's brake and turn, and brown is tail. Okay, tail. So we'll go brown and brown for tail. Okay. Grab our brown ones. Let's go ahead and put the end on that while I'm here. Okay, of course our reds end up being ground. Okay, and then our yellows. Okay. Now, if that sun coming out may screw up the camera. Not that it was a little sunny before, but okay. Stuff all that in there. Okay, now we're going to get set up to do some testing. And there is a reason we test things before we send them back. It's because when I came up here to do my testing, I found my yellow wire pulled out of the butt connector, a white wire that's broke. Sorry about that. Cut off all these zip ties, and I'm guessing we need more wire, so I brought some wire loom, and then yeah, because see our white wire here I'm gonna guess this is tail light white wire that's probably attached to a red wire. Well, no, this is the one that went up into the socket. So, yellow, yellow, green, green, white, white, brown, brown, blue, black. Okay. And see the blue wire, it's rubbed a hole through it. So, but everything else pretty matches up color-wise. That wire, I've cut off an inch and the wire's already corroded up an inch up through there. But where I cut it back here, I think we're good. Yep. I think we'll cut off a little more. Because that still had a little bit of that green look to it. Okay. Okay. So it looks like the only two wires I gotta double up is the grounds. I'll do brown. Okay, and of course black goes to blue, and this gray wire is the trailer brake wire. And then we'll take our blue. You know, I think my white wire, I'll strip a little more, twist it and fold it over. That'll just give us a lot better connection and make less likely to pull it apart. Now I'm going to get set up so I can test the lights. I think I'm going to move over into the shade so it's easier to see, and I'll set my camera up so we can all watch. Well, I finally got it figured out. The white ground wire up at the front that I was redoing that had all the corrosion, I ended up cutting it completely out, and all I had was black wire. Then I have a black ground wire up there getting everything hooked up. We've got all our tail. I'm about to put a new light in the right side on the outside for the marker, but that one works, and my two front here on the corner of the trailer work, and the two here on the front corners of the trailer work. And then from here I can do green. This is going to be right, and I can see it reflecting off the trailer. And then here's the yellow for the left. So I can hear the brakes are clicking, and so yeah, I think we're good to go. But I have help, but that sit down, Curtis. That'll finish up the lights on this trailer. That I still got some welding to do on the inner fenders and stuff, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow and probably I might do a separate video. I need to get this done, so I may not really have time to do videotaping. But I appreciate you watching. I always like those thumbs up for the likes. Always like all the comments, and say if you're not a subscriber, join on in, because no telling what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.